guys! Welcome to my vlog. So I've been out and haven't done content for the past... Okay, maingay talaga, bongga. Alright. May tricycle talaga. Alright, take 2. So, welcome again to my vlog. So I haven't done a lot of content for the past 2 months. Yeah, so I saw before I did this one, the last content I did was actually 2 months ago. It was because we went through some family struggle. Well, I would like to take this opportunity to also thank everybody who has supported Together for a Cause. So there was that, and also a lot of personal struggles. So probably I'll discuss that in some other content, but today's content is gonna be very quick. But it's actually about my coming out story because this month we're celebrating Pride Month. So first and foremost, I'm a proud member of the LGBT community. That's why two of my tattoos have the color of the rainbow. It's because I love the community so much and I'm very much a part of it. Well, basically, the start of it all, I think, and everybody can relate to a coming out story. Mine is not that hard, I have to be honest. I want to share this with you because mine is a bit different in a sense na hindi siya dramatic, you know. It wasn't like people, especially my family, especially on my mom's side, wala naman masyadong hesitation and things like that. So I never felt like, you know, yung other worry ng other people na baka mabugbog sila and things like that. So I never had that growing up, which is I'm so thankful for, I have to be honest. And it's one of the biggest reasons is because I grew up in a family wherein I have an out loud and proud gay uncle. So basically, he paved the way for me, and I've always been a lola's boy. So I felt like I've always had that shield on me. So when I was growing up, and then my lola died when I was 11 years old, and I was always close with my mom when I was still younger because I only had my mom. I grew up with a stepdad. We were very close. Honestly, that was the worry or the fear that I had growing up. What would they say about me? You know, they weren't my blood. I had to prove myself to them. So, you know, as much as I would love to believe that the Philippines is such an accepting society as a whole, it is not. You know, people just tolerate you really, but they don't really accept you. So it was very difficult to come up with that. Regardless, kahit na wala kang hatred na naramdaman towards your society and environment. But you would always hear people say na, you know, basta matalino ka naman, okay lang maging bading ka, or things like that. Now, having all of the knowledge that I have when it comes to the community and what acceptance is really all about and what tolerance is, I think it's a really bad culture that is so apparent now in the Philippines. So I hope we stop that because, as I mentioned, growing up, it took me a while to actually come out to my family. I was 16 at the time, if I'm not saying 15, 16 at the time, and I could have been, you know, easily became myself earlier in the day because my family always knew, my mom always knew. I mean, I remember she said to me, I've always known na bading ka. So I was like, okay. And you know, it could have been easier, is what I'm saying. And the biggest problem was myself. And I think it's because of the society that we live in, and you know how we perceive na pag bading ka, there's a lot of double standards. There's a lot of expectations. You can be gay, but, parang okay lang naman eh, basta ganito ka. So, things like that, it gets to you as a child. And the problem is me. I was the biggest hindrance for that 16 years. I felt like maybe I wasn't gay. Maybe I was just so exposed to my mom, or maybe I was just very close with my female cousins, which weirdly enough, I'm also very close to my male cousin, and they were very accepting of it. My male cousins, or yung mga straight kong lalaking pinsan talaga, they were the one who actually initiated that talk. And I remember my lola just passed away that year. So, it was very monumental for me. It was very freeing. It was very liberating. But what I'm trying to say is, sometimes for all those people, what they do not understand, especially those people who are like, but kaya hindi pa siya mag-out, or like everybody already knows, blah, blah, but ayaw niya pang sabihin, and things like that. It's because maybe they haven't accepted it themselves, and that's the thing. It's a personal choice, is what I'm saying, and the hardest thing is for you to accept yourself from time to time. It's like forgiveness. It's about love. Sometimes the hardest to do is actually forgive yourself, love yourself, accept yourself. So that's the first step, and then the next, whatever happens, well, then I hope it's gonna be a good one. But again, I'm so lucky. I know not everybody, especially here in the society that we live in, will be very accepting. Especially some families aren't, it's gonna be very difficult. To all that family members, especially to all the parents, I've read this awesome article about, an open letter to parents for those who are coming out, and it says there, at the end of the day, we are the same people you raise. We are all right, and there's nothing wrong with us. And I hope that all parents can do that, can be supportive, can be loving. I mean, gender and sexual orientation do not define the kind of people that we're gonna be. So I hope that's my prayer for all of these people, especially this Pride Month. And I hope na my story of, having that self-doubt is the first step to actually, and sometimes it's the hardest, yung pinakamahirap kalaban is yourself, yung sarili mo. And sometimes, if they're not going to be as accepting as you want them to be, then all you've got is yourself. So you better, have your back. So things like that. So in line with that, it's gonna be Pride March on June 29th in Marikina Sports Complex. This year it's gonna be Resist Together. It's actually gonna be my first year, I have to be honest. I hope I can go to the Pride March on June 29. It's Resist Together. I just really want to be part of my community. I want to be more active. I want to have a voice. And for someone who has experienced discrimination, and someone who have experienced all those crap about people accepting who I am, and but they're just tolerating the person in front of them. I get a lot of that. I got a lot of that, and I still do. And I hope by being part of this rally, of this movement, I can actually, help someone and educate someone. Because sometimes, other people who have offended you or actually, discriminating you, sometimes you just really don't know also, diba? So we also have to give them that benefit of educating them about all this LGBTQ plus labeling, about gender, sexual orientation, about how you want to be treated, how you want to be called, how things like that. Simple things. Sometimes they do not mean for you to be offended. It's just that they just really don't know. So sana din, as a community, we would also be more open to educating people, and let's take it one step at a time. And yeah, I hope the community will come as one and resist together towards equality. And I really hope actually a bit get teary-eyed. I did not prepare for this. Like, I don't have a script or whatsoever. It was free talk, free flowing, and I hope people can watch this and enjoy this. But yeah, this is something that's close to my heart, and as I mentioned, I'll talk more about coming out, pride, sexual orientation, and things like that in the coming vlogs. And I promise to come up with more content soon. I just want to be very, very authentic with everyone. I don't want to come out with a content that I am not very proud of, or I don't know, happy making. So now it's back. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you on June 29th.